Hello, welcome back to Making It Up. I'm Isa, and today I need your help to stop me from buying even more beauty products that I don't need. The year has barely just begun and we already have seen so many new beauty launches coming out, so many amazing things that I want, but I don't really need any more beauty. So this video is basically an anti-haul where I'm gonna be pulling a few things that I've had on my wish list for a while and then some new viral makeup products that have been circling social media for the past few weeks and de-influencing myself from buying them. So I'm gonna be pulling these things and then I'm gonna be comparing them to products I already have in my makeup collection to kind of serve this purpose, and that's gonna help me rationalize not getting these products because I already have so many things that I need to use. So if you're interested in yet another anti-haul and you want to help me stop buying more things that I don't need, let's talk beauty. I'm trying to figure out which setting works best for me. I don't love this. My room is very much not aesthetic, but you know what? What can we do? Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna go kind of in order of product categories, starting with skincare. I only have one thing, and that is the Glossier Full Orbit Entire Eye Brightening Cream. It's out of stock in Sephora. Maybe you can find it on Glossier's website, but this is just so good. I've heard so many great things about this. It has niacinamide, it's good for dark circles, it has hyaluronic acid, basically everything that I need because I have really dark circles and all I need is brightening and a little bit of hydration. So this is a good one. Like, I'm really into it. Okay, it's $28, which I don't think it's the worst price for an eye cream. I think it's pretty reasonable and pretty on brand with Glossier. And this is an eye gel cream, so it's going to smooth everything without being too heavy, which is also something that I really enjoy in an eye cream. I'm probably gonna get this at some point when I run out of eye cream because I think it's a great contender, but for now, I think my Caudalie Vinoperfect Brightening Eye Cream kind of does the same thing as this one. This one is a cream, it's not a gel, but it is also brightening and hydrating. It also has niacinamide. It's also great. This is a lot more expensive than the Glossier one, but I already own it and I'm loving it and I'm using it. The applicator, love that for me. The applicator is different though. This one has the little ceramic tip so that you can massage the cream. It's very luxe. It's very nice. I really love it. So I'm gonna stick to this one right now and leave the Glossier one for the future when I run out of this one and the other eye creams that I have in my backup stash. Another product that I've been dying to get for a while is the Freck Beauty Rich Bitch Hydrating Gripping Primer. My mom owns this, and a few months ago, if you've been here for a while, you'd have seen this product in action in one of my Shop My Stash videos where I rated my mom's stash, and I loved it. It's such a unique product. It's very like sticky and like not in a gross way, but in a very hydrating, nourishing way. It's kind of an oil that becomes sticky. Let's see if this can describe it better than I can. A gripping cream to oil primer that can be worn alone or to lock in makeup. So it is perfect. It leaves your skin so hydrated, so nice and ready for makeup, and everything sits very well on top of it. So, you know, it's a great primer for literally everyone. It's nothing crazy. It's not gonna blur. It's not gonna do anything insane, but it's hydrating and it feels really nice. And I did see a difference in my makeup. So this is another one of those products that at some point I'm probably gonna get because I'm very, very intrigued by it. But for now, I feel like it reminds me a little bit of my e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dupe Primer. You guys, this is back. I don't know if it's back right now, but a few weeks ago or months at this point, I don't even know, it came back. This is one of my favorite e.l.f. products ever. This is very reminiscent of the Hydra Grip Primer. e.l.f. has since duped that one, but this is like, I don't know if you can see, but it is very sticky. And it, like, once it absorbs, it is a little tacky on the skin, but it smells amazing, first of all, and it's also super nourishing and hydrating. It's kind of the same concept. It is a different formula though. It's not the Freck one is a little bit more creamy and like malleable. This one is just sticky, so it's not the same, but I feel like it serves a similar purpose in my collection at the moment. So I feel like I'm gonna be using this one up, and at some point I might feel the need to get the Freck Beauty one, but for now I think this one's doing the job just as well. Okay, up next I have the Kosas BB Burst Tinted Gel Cream. I know we all want this, okay? It recently just came out. It looks so good. This is a gel cream, so it's kind of more watery, and it's a very lightweight, light coverage product. It looks insane. Just saying, it looks fucking amazing. It's hydrating, it has skincare ingredients mixed into the formula, so you know it's gonna make your skin look so good. It's gonna feel so amazing. All the reviews I've seen, all the try-ons I've seen have convinced me that I need this product, but I don't. I don't have one specific thing that is exactly like this in my collection because I do feel like this is a very innovative product, and if you've been seeing it all over, you might agree. But I do have a lot of tinted moisturizers and just like light coverage base products that I use all the time, and I feel like one that I'm also loving at the moment and also has some good skincare ingredients infused into the formula is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint. I've had this only for a few months and I think it's beautiful. I'm not saying it's the same formula. This is definitely a little bit more oily. The Kosas one is apparently a gel cream, so it's gonna be more watery. They're completely different things, but both of them are light coverage. They both have skincare ingredients on them, and I already own this one, so I'm gonna be using this one for a while, and then eventually I might get the Kosas one. This is just me delaying the inevitable of buying new products, but for now I really don't. I want to get it, but I really don't need to get it, so I'm gonna stick to this one. I have a plethora of other products that serve this purpose as well, but I feel like this one is the most comparable. Up next, another new and pretty viral product from Fenty. This is the We're Even Hydrating Longwear Concealer. It's $30, which is a little bit steep for a concealer, but listen, this is long wearing, but it's also hydrating and smoothing. So this is like a combination of things that shouldn't even be possible, but it is, and everyone is loving it. I've seen it all over social media and I want it because it just looks so good. This is a longwear concealer, which is the ultimate makeup meets skincare hack. It melts into the skin. It's instantly evening, brightening, and hiding dark circles and puffiness for up to 12 hours. It's available in 50 buildable medium coverage shades. This just sounds right up my alley. It's basically just a skincare infused concealer that looks fresh, it looks amazing, but it's also long wearing. Those two things should not coexist. Oh, what they do with this concealer. So it looks so good. I just got my Haus Triclone concealer though, and I'm loving it. You guys know I use it all the freaking time. I have mine in the shade 11, Neutral Light, and it's just so good. It's also kind of like a more medium coverage. I don't love the packaging because mine leaks. I don't know if it's the same for others, but it's just so nice. And it's not as, I feel like the Fenty one is a lot lighter, like a lot of a lighter formula. This is a little bit more creamy, but it doesn't look heavy under the eyes. It also has a lot of skincare benefits to it, and it's also medium coverage. So I think I'm gonna stick to this one for the moment because I've only had it for a few months. It's a newer one in my collection and I'm using it a lot and I'm loving it a lot. So we're gonna give this its time to shine and we're gonna let Fenty do her thing. Another thing that is new and has piqued my interest is the Cosmetics Portrait Mode Setting Powder. This is a sheer setting powder. I've never tried anything from Cosmetics before and I really want to. Their blushes look so nice. They have so many amazing innovative products. I just haven't gotten around to trying them because again I have a lot of things that I need to get through in my collection, but this is a sheer refining powder with the blurring and mattifying strength of a loose powder, but it's a pressed powder. So this is sheer application, very thin, so it's never gonna get cakey. So yeah, it looks amazing. It's blurring, it's sheer, it's not heavy, but it's mattifying. It just sounds right up my alley. Like everything about it sounds right up my alley, and again, it has skincare ingredients infused into the formula, so it looks very freaking good. For now though, I'm sticking to my Kosas Cloud Set. You guys know this is one of my favorite things ever. I have the shade Breezy. As you can see, it's a powder that has been a favorite for years and years and years. It's also blurring. It's also very light. It's baked. So this is very light and it's not heavy on the skin. It's not gonna make you look cakey. It's also very sheer. So I do see a lot of similarities between these two. This one is not mattifying though. I wouldn't say it's a mattifying powder. So I feel like that's where they diverge, but it's pretty similar. And for now, I'm really enjoying it. I have so many other powders also that I need to get through that are loose powders. This one is a pressed one, which is I think why I like it better. I don't need the Cosmetics one even though it looks fucking great. I feel like this is just filling that void for me right now. Up next, I have a product that I've been seeing a lot on Katie Jane Hughes' YouTube channel, and that is the Simi Haze Beauty Skin Suede Melting Bronze Balm. They have 6 shades. I've also been seeing Rudy Berry talk about this one, and it looks so fucking fabulous, if I do say so myself. It is a balm, like creamy balm bronzer. It sets to a powder, so it adds that warmth, but it doesn't look harsh. It's blended to perfection. It also has skincare ingredients infused into it because That's what everyone is doing nowadays. But it is a multi-use balm, so you can use it literally anywhere on the face, but it looks so good. It looks so easy to blend. The shades look so great as well. It just looks like a formula that I haven't tried before, and that really intrigued me. But when I saw this whole thing, like it's a natural finish, it's more of a balm, I saw like the colors, it reminded me a lot of my Fenty cream, what is the name of this? Freestyle cream bronzer I have the shade Butter Biscuit, but it's also kind of cooler tone while still being a bronzer, not a contour. And it's also a really, really nice cream. Like it's fantastic and it blends so easily. I've loved this bronzer for years and years and years, and it looks so good on the skin. It's also one of those creams that sets. I'm not gonna say this is balmy and then turns into a powder. It's just a cream that sets, and it works so well. I've loved this bronzer for such a long time. It's so good, and I already own it. I don't know if this is infused with any skincare. I think this came out before everyone started to put skincare on everything, so I'm not gonna say that's like a highlight, but I think it performs very similar to what the Simi Haze Beauty one would perform. Again, I'm not entirely sure. I'm just basing this off of vibes, and I think this is giving that vibe, and I love it, and I already own it, so I'm gonna be using it. Up next, I have the e.l.f. Blush and Protect SPF 50 Liquid Blush. e.l.f. is a brand that I've been, again, wanting to try ever since it came out last year. It looks so fucking good. It's owned by a makeup artist, so I trust that this woman knows what she's doing, and all their products are infused with SPF, which is crazy. It's so cool. I don't see a lot of other brands doing it at the level that this brand is doing it, so I really want to try the brand, specifically the blushes, because they look so good, and I'm obsessed with blush. They have so many like nice natural shades, like infused with SPF 50. Are you hearing that? Like that just sounds like a dream scenario in my mind, at least. I think it is a very unique product. It gives you, again, that super natural look. They have more intense, like a very intense pink shade, but other than that, the shades look very natural, easy to blend, and you can sheer them out or build them up. So I think it is, I want it. I want to get this at some point, but I already own a lot of blushes, and this is $34, so you know, not the most affordable. For now, I think I'll be sticking to my NARS Afterglow liquid blushes. I have 3 minis that came in a set for the holidays, and I'm loving the shade Dolce Vita. I love all the shades that come in the set, but this one has to be my favorite. Again, not the same thing at all. This doesn't have SPF, but it is more of a sheer blush, and as you can see, it looks very natural if you sheer it out, and you can obviously build it up. So I love that. Again, this comes in a little tube with a wand. That's pretty similar, and it's also pretty natural. So I think I'm gonna stick to these. I'm loving them at the moment. I think it serves the purpose for now. I have been wanting the Danessa Myricks Groundwork Defining Neutrals palette for eyes, brows, face, and lips from the moment that I saw it come out. It just looks so good. It's a palette full of neutrals, and every shade has 2 different formulations on it. One like more creamy, balmy, and the other one is a powder. So I think it's so versatile. Again, you can use it all over your face. I've seen it in action on the Danessa Myricks Instagram page, and it looks freaking fantastic. It's nothing revolutionary when it comes to like the shades. They're just neutral matte shades, but the way that they're put together and the formulation, that's what makes it like so unique, and I have never really seen anything like this. I just want it. I feel like it would be so versatile. I literally do not need it. I have all of these shades. I have the different formulations. I just don't have them paired in a palette together. If I did more makeup on other people, like if I was more of a makeup artist to others, I don't do that all the time. I just do freelance every once in a while. I think this would come in just so handy, but realistically for myself, I don't need it. I don't need it even though I want it. I do not need it. While scouring my collection, I did find a palette that had a bit of similarities, and that is the Natasha Denona Biba palette. Another expensive palette. The Danessa Myricks one is a little bit less expensive than this one, but as you can see, this also has a lot of neutral shades. It does range a lot more from warm tones to cool tones. It has a few more pops of color here and there, but I really thought that the creams and because they have like creamy powdery shades, in this palette that are not, I don't know how to explain them. They're literally just like a powdery cream that isn't, it has no kickback, it has no fallout. So they do have that formula, and they have like the classic powder formula as well. And like these are so good. They're just, you know, they're neutrals. I've had this palette for a long time. It also has a lot of colors, so you can go a lot of different ways, but I just thought the BB palette had that like dual formulation thing going on as well. Again, not the exact same thing, but there are a few similarities between the two, and I definitely don't need the Danessa Myricks one because I have this palette and then I have like 20 others, so I don't need it, even though I want you so bad. I do not need you, Danessa Myricks. I'm so sorry. I love you. Up next, I have a mascara that I haven't really seen being talked about, but it looks very interesting. It is the Sephora Collection Love the Lift Curling and Volumizing Mascara. Right from the get-go, what you can see, it is very similar to the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara. The wand is kind of the same thing. It also curls and volumizes, so I'm seeing a lot of similarities there right off the bat. I feel like this is a dupe. I would be using my Tower 28 one if I hadn't run out, but this one is giving me those vibes. It looks very, very nice. It is long wearing, it's buildable, it's weightless, it is enriched with gravity defying wax for instant curl and 12-hour lifted volume effect. So this is basically everything I look for in a mascara. I think this could be a mascara that I would enjoy very, very much, and I think at some point I could get it because it's only $12. It's not bad at all. You know, there are drugstore mascaras that are more than this, so I think it is pretty fair, and you run through mascara so much. Like, it's the thing that I use the most, and you're supposed to change your mascara tubes every 3 months, which I don't do. So at some point I might get this one. For now though, I think the e.l.f. Lash and Roll is doing the job for me. The wand is not exactly the same, but it is also like a curved wand. So it is very similar to the other one, and it also curls your lashes. I'm not gonna say it's as volumizing. I don't think this one claims to be volumizing. It's all about the curl and the hold, which it does have. So, you know, this is already a dupe for a Benefit mascara that I used to love, but I feel like it could be really, really similar to this one as well. So I'm gonna stick to this one at the moment. And last but not least, we have the oh so beautiful Ole Henriksen Pow Preserve Hydrating Peptide Lip Treatment. Everyone is coming out with their lip treatments, their tinted lip balms, everything. Ole Henriksen has had this product out for a while, but they recently came out with different scents and different shades. So they have 3 new shades that look so freaking beautiful. Okay, they look amazing. They're good for dryness on the lips, good for anti-aging, and good for loss of firmness. But this is an advanced lip treatment with skin supporting peptides and cocoa butter that quickly visibly plumps lips with hydration and smooths fine lines. So it is apparently good for anti-aging and loss of firmness. I cannot confirm or deny that. I have not tried this, but it is like a lip treatment, a lip balm with a little bit of color. It looks so good. I've seen a lot of people rave about this, and I'm very intrigued. I'm very interested, but I think I will stick to my Naturium Vita Glow Lip Balm for now. This is in the shade Petal, which looks very similar to the shade Strawberry Sorbet from the Pow Preserve Lip Tide Lip Treatment. What the fuck is the name of this? It's a very similar shade. It is very like pinky rosy. I feel like the Naturium ones are less glossy. They're a little bit more goopy in a good way though, and they're a little bit more pigmented, and you can build them up a little more. From what I'm seeing in the picture, the Ole Henriksen one is a little bit more sheer. It's sheer, it's thinner, so not exactly the same formula, but I feel like it's kind of the same idea. Like, if you already own the Rhode lip treatment, or the Salt Air one, or the Summer Fridays one, or Naturium, like, you get the idea. They're all kind of the same thing. I'm sticking to this one because it's my favorite one, and it is a lot more affordable. And that is a wrap on my first anti-haul of 2024. I had a blast. Did you guys like it? Let me know down below, because I feel like 2024 is a year for loud budgeting. So cheers to more anti-hauls in the future. I should do a drugstore anti-haul as well, right? Because even though drugstore purchases are a lot easier to justify and they're like less money, there's still products that I don't need, and there are a few that I want to try. So let me know if you want to see that, a drugstore viral product anti-haul. But for now, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you find yourself wanting to buy more products as the launches come at you, do this. Like, just look at the products that you want, dupe them in your collection, and save your money. Honestly, it's a very useful tool, like this sort of system. So if this was helpful in any way, please let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, you know what to do. Like this video, subscribe for more videos every weekend, and that's it. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I love you, and I will see you right here for my next video. Bye! Mwah.